All right, welcome to today's video on chapter 4-2, the angles of triangles. The first concept that we talk about is how if you have a triangle, the measures of the angles in a triangle have to add up to 180. So as it says here, the angle A plus angle B plus angle C has to equal 180. So in this problem here, it says the diagram shows the path of a softball in a drill developed by 4 players. Find the measure of each number angle. So angle 1 is equal to 180 minus 43 plus 74. So 180 minus 43 plus 74 is 117. So 180 minus 117 gives you 63. For angle 2, you do the same thing. You'd go 180 minus, angle 2 is actually vertical. Angle 2 is vertical to angle 1, so angle 2 is also equal to 63. And angle 3, you would go 180 minus 79 plus 63. 79 plus 63 is 142. So that would give you 38 degrees. So those are your 3 angle measures. Find the measure of angle 3. Well, to find angle 3, you first have to find angle 1. So angle 1 is 180 minus 67 plus 38. 180 minus 105 is equal to 75. Then angle 2 is also 75. So then angle 3 is equal to 180 minus 75 plus 48, which means it's equal to 180 minus 123, and that's equal to 57, which is C. All right, the next theorem that we talk about is the exterior angle theorem. If you have an exterior angle in a triangle, and this is an exterior angle here, that it's equal to the sum of the 2 remote interior angles. Right here, these are the 2 remote interior angles. So for example, in this picture here, this is an exterior, and here are the 2 remote interior angles. So you know that 2x minus 48 is equal to x plus 32. So we subtract, and we get x, we add 48. Get x plus 48. All right, so you add 48, so you get x equals 32 plus 48, which is 80. So that means x is 80. So angle FLW is equal to 2 times 80 minus 48. So that's 160 minus 48, which is 112. All right. So next, we're talking about the piece of fabric in the shape of a right triangle and the measure of angle ACD. Well, here, ACD is 3x plus 10, and that's equal to the sum of the 2 remote interiors, which is x plus 90. So subtract 10, and then subtract x, and you get 2x equals 80 and x equals 40. And the measure of angle ACD is 3 times 40 plus 10, which is 120 plus 10, which is 130. All right. The next are what are called corollaries, which basically means they're things that come from the angle theorems. For example, that if you have a right triangle, basically that the two other angles, A and B, have to be complementary. Complementary means add up to 90. So like if this is 50, then this is 40. So in a right triangle, the two acute angles are complementary, meaning they add to 90 degrees. That's what the first corollary is saying. The second one is saying that there can be at most one right or one obtuse angle in a triangle. That's because they have to add up to 180. So therefore, you can't have two obtuse angles, you can't have two right angles. So here you're given a picture and asked to find the missing angles. So for example, angle 1. Well, notice angle 1's here, and the sum of the two remote interior angles are over there. So 48 plus 56 is equal to 104. Angle 2 is supplementary to angle 1, so 180 minus 104 is equal to 76. Angle 3 is, there's two ways to do it. If this is a right angle, then this is also a right angle. So you could go 90 minus 48 and get 42, because you know that these two have to add up to 90. Angle 4, you could use the big triangle here that has 42 at the top, and then you have a right angle here, and you have angle 4, this big triangle here, like this. You could use that and basically figure out that angle 4 is equal to 90 minus 42, because remember, the two acute angles in a right triangle have to add up to 90. So you know that's equal to 48. Angle 5, you could do the same thing. Angle 5 is equal to 90 minus 41, because this is a right triangle. So it's 49 degrees. All right, let's look at this last one here. Angle 1 is equal to 180 minus 85 plus 45, because it's a triangle. So 180 minus 130, so it's equal to 50, which means angle 2 is 50 because they're vertical. And then here, you know that they're supplementary, so this is 45 degrees. So angle 3 is equal to 180 minus 50 plus 45. So it's minus 95. 180 minus 95 is 85. Angle 4 is vertical to this one, so it's 45. And then angle 5 is an exterior angle, so it's equal to the sum of the two remote interiors, so 45 plus 75. And so you have 120. All right, I hope this video has helped. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask in class. Have a good evening.